Tonight on Newsbeat, band director Roy King was fired yesterday. We reached out to band members for their reactions.
And the $20 bill is getting a facelift. See who will be replacing Andrew Jackson.
Don't go away. Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Michaela Morgan.
And I'm Brett Hauser. Thanks for joining us.
Band director Roy King was fired yesterday. Emily Dillon reached out to members of Tiger Band as well as university officials for comment.
LSU band director Roy King was let go yesterday, ending a career of almost 18 years with the Tiger Band. This follows King being put on administrative leave on April 6th and allegations that King was wrongfully giving away scholarships. We talked to many sources regarding the issue, and Tiger Band students say that they were told if they were to comment on the issue, they would be in danger of losing their scholarships. Tiger Band administration have no comment regarding the issue of pulled scholarships or anything surrounding the circumstances of King's dismissal.
We also spoke to LSU Systems President F. King Alexander about King's dismissal.
No, I don't. That's an HR issue, human resource issue. And so that's...
The sounds of instruments ring inside the band hall as these musicians practice South Carolina.
Since King's firing, there has been an overwhelming amount of support for the former band director. Band members and fans have reached out through social media and even started a GoFundMe account to help with King's daily expenses. Associate band director Dennis Linus will step in as interim Tiger Band director.
Kitchens on the Go held their third annual potato drop yesterday. More than 75 students bagged 2,500 pounds of cosmetically imperfect sweet potatoes, which were donated to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. The event aims to raise awareness about hunger as well as nutrition in the Baton Rouge community.
April 20th is a popular holiday for many marijuana users. There are many myths about the day's origins, but its popularization in more recent years stems from a national trend of loosening marijuana regulations. The Riley Center for Media and Public Affairs' recent survey of Louisiana shows U.S. not all Louisianans are 420 friendly.
Michigan water crisis, water quality has become a pressing issue. Officials in Baton Rouge have embarked on a new project which will aim to keep Baton Rouge's water supply as clean as possible. Reporter Megan Johnson shows us how.
The Capital Area Groundwater Conservation Commission is trying to stop salt water from getting into our water supply. The commission is spending over $40,000 to test 2 water wells in downtown Baton Rouge.
Before we decide where is the best location to put the saltwater scavenger well, we have to know where the best concentration of salt is.
Once the scavenger well is in place, it will stop the flow of salt water from moving north into water used by residents and local industries.
LSU researchers and the U.S. Geological Survey did a lot of groundwater modeling to show the commission that these wells would be the best place to conduct their tests and give the best results.
LSU professor Frank Sy explains how this phase of the process was crucial to its overall success.
To determine the location of scavenger well is very important, because if you install it at the wrong spot, you will not solve this problem.
Baton Rouge residents say they are glad the issue of clean water is being taken seriously.
I do think that fresh, clean water is super important for us to have and us to rely on.
Professor Sy explains how scavenger wells can stop the salt water from intruding for now, but eventually the water will overpower them.
In that sense, they would need to install more scavenger wells in the future to intercept.
Once the initial scavenger well is in place, the commission can then begin the steps to a more permanent solution. Megan Johnson, Tiger TV.
The commission says they plan to start testing wells in the upcoming weeks. Harriet Tubman will be the new face of the $20 bill. In addition to placing Tubman on the front of the $20 bill, the Treasury will also be redesigning the 5 and 20 to reflect important moments in American history. Images of the new design have not yet been released. However, the Treasury Department said the bill will feature depictions of several other women and civil rights leaders. As for Jackson, he will be included on the back of the $20 bill. We talked to LSU students to find out about their thoughts on the makeover.
I find some people may find this more satisfying to have Harriet Tubman, one of the leading figures in African American freedom.
Lions and Tigers at the box, oh my.
We're live from the box as Tigers get ready to take on SLU.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Newsbeat. Katie Leak had big plans for her senior year, but the outside hitter from Guntersville, Alabama did not plan on suffering what was almost a career-ending injury. We sat down with Leak to talk about her return to the purple and gold.
Following an all-SEC season in 2014, Katie Leak was entering her senior season poised for an unforgettable year. She would go on to become only the 6th player in program history to reach 1,000 digs and kills in a career, and she was on her way to reaching more milestones until November 1st. Leak suffered a serious ankle injury.
As everything started to unfold, I kind of just remember looking around Kentucky's gym because I was like, this might be the last place I get to experience volleyball.
But the competitor in her hoped she could still play.
Then the surgery happened and they realized that the ligaments were torn and shredded and it was made more severe than they had originally thought.
Head coach Fran Flora decided to give Leak one more moment. On the Tigers' senior night, she allowed her to serve the first point of the game.
I think I got really excited because I never thought I'd get to be on that court again one last time.
I was scared she was going to run onto the court because that's Katie. She's going to go try and dig a ball, but I was proud of her getting out there.
She got to serve over the net and left the court to a standing ovation. But somehow Leak knew her LSU career wasn't going to end that night.
9 to 12 months recovery to just be able to do things again. And so I just knew that that wasn't the case. Now I understand that it was because it really was just a miracle.
Less than 3 months after her surgery, Leak was back in the purple and gold. But instead of in the gym, she was in the sand as a member of the Tigers beach volleyball team.
For her to recover and come back and be able to play at such a high level, amazing.
As for the fear of re-injury, Leak is focused on just enjoying her second chance to represent her school.
If I jump and I fall down, I'm landing on sand. And
For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Brian Pellard.
Leak and the beach volleyball team are currently playing in the CCSA tournament in Emerson, but will return to host the Battle on the Bayou beginning April 30th. The LSU women's tennis team is currently hosting the SEC tournament this weekend. The 18th-ranked Lady Tigers are coming off a long month on the road and are excited to be back at home for the championships.
It's a tough week, so if you have to travel, you know, it's long days. Sometimes you might play at like 9 in the morning, or you might play at 6 at night. So it'll be nice to we'll be home. You know, we're in familiar surroundings.
The tournament began this morning with the 4 lowest seeded teams facing off for spots in the second round. A-seeded LSU will begin their quest for the program's first ever SEC title when they face off against 9-seed Kentucky tomorrow. The championship game will take place at 11 a.m. on Sunday. If the Tigers get that far, admission to the tournament is free. After last weekend's sweep of Missouri, the LSU baseball team returns home to face Southeastern. We're live from the box with more updates on tonight's matchup.
Hey guys, I'm reporting live tonight. As you can see behind me, the LSU baseball team is rolling up the tarp as rain is expected in tonight's forecast. But still, Doug Norman will pitch tonight if this game does go on. The Tigers are 25-11 overall and 6-3 in midweek games. Southeastern is 26-11 and riding high on freshman first baseman Jamison Fisher, who currently leads the nation in on-base percentage and batting average. The Tigers are going to want to win tonight if they want to be considered to host as a national seed. Reporting live from Alex Box Stadium, I'm Hunter Lovell. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, Hunter.
We'll be right back. It's a good week for music lovers here in Baton Rouge, especially for those who don't want to pay for it.
This weekend will feature 2 free opportunities for Baton Rouge residents to sit back and relax to their favorite tunes outdoors.
The Live After 5 concert series will feature Samantha Fish on Friday, and the Sunday in the Parks music series, held at the North Boulevard Town Square, will feature Soul Jukebox.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Right? I've never heard of them, but I would be totally interested in going to see them. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Make sure to keep up with us online at tigertv.tv as well as all of our social medias.
Taylor and Brian will be up next with Fast Break, so stay tuned.
Have a great week, Tigers.